104 to 106.
Cork's Red FM.
You have to say, I think looking back in our time, we went through massive disappointments as well. You know, even I go back to '83 when we played Dublin in the semi-final up in the Croke Park, played outstandingly well, but you know, just left it after us. Barney Rock scored an equaliser at the end of that game in the last minute, took it to a replay, and Dublin hammered us down the park. So you know, it was another 6 years before we got back into Croke Park, well, to win the All Ireland, and we got back in, I'd say, in '87, '88, but unfortunately we didn't do it. So you know, you have to go through these disappointments. We've all, you know, if anybody looked at our kind of era, they say we won 2 All Irelands in National Leagues and that, but it took a long, hard graft, you know, and I know what these players are going through. It's very, very hard to win an All Ireland, but, you know, you have to say, and I'm a big admirer of this panel, they keep coming back. It's very easy kind of throw your hat at it and say, you know, I had enough, you know, because the winter months there when you have to train by yourself, go into the gym, and you have to put in the, you know, the heavy work in those months, people don't realise. They realise you know, they kind of look at the sunny days and the great days in Croke Park or the Munster finals, but there's a lot of preparation going on, and to do that consistently over the last number of years, I think that is a lot of credit. But I must say, this is their year, you know. I think, you know, with Kerry out of it, Tyrone are gone, you know, this is the year. Don't have come out of nowhere, but, you know, Cork have the pedigree behind them in the last number of years. They've been there, they've had the disappointment, but, you know, this is their year to go on and win it.
Yeah, and you alluded to it there as well, Dave, the fact that when you won it in 1990, you had the experience of losing in 88 and 89. This Cork team has lost 2 finals as well, so surely they'll have an upper hand there when it comes to experience, because Down haven't got the experience of these big days.
That's right, and I think on the All-Ireland final day, I think, you know, the occasion, it does get the players. It definitely does get the players, and Down wouldn't be used to just the build-up, the ticket situation, you know, the whole kind of media press that goes around the whole of an All-Ireland final. And Cork are used to this, and they must be in a situation where we were, that we didn't want the circus anymore. We wanted the medal, you know. It comes to a stage that it's nice to play an All-Ireland final, but once you lose one, if you lose 2, you don't want to be up there unless you win it. And Cork must be going in with that mentality now that, look, it's no use playing an All-Ireland final unless you win it. You know, it is a situation when you wake up after losing from an All-Ireland final, it's gut-wrenching, really. And, you know, being through it myself, I know how these lads feel. And I must say, with the experience they have going into the game, I expect them to win it.
Yeah, just very finally, Dave, your opinions on Down. They've come out of nowhere, as you said, and they've been very impressive against Kerry and Kildare, scoring 116 in both games. If they get 116 on Sunday, it might be enough.
Well, it might be, but the one thing I'd say about Cork, we're very strong around the middle of the park. I felt watching the game against Kildare, I expected Kildare to kind of break even around the middle of the park, if not dominate, but they didn't. I think the half forward line, half backs of Down kind of cleaned up in the breaks there, but I feel we're strong in that area. You know, we normally kind of come out of situations where we have more possession than anybody else in the middle of the park, and I think that will tell. I think Down won an awful lot of ball in that area and kind of sprung from there and got their attacks going from there. But I don't think they'll have that much ball that they had against Kildare. So, you know, I expect, you know, Cork to win that battle, but it's how they use it, and hopefully they'll use it a bit better than they were all year. You know, I think at times as a forward, I know that good early ball is what we need, and hopefully, you know, they've learned from all year that if they get the ball into the full forward line quickly, that we have a chance of winning it.
Okay, Dave Barry, thanks a million for talking to us here on Red FM.
Thanks.